Hey folks, this is Matt AK/N. Welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. Today, we shoot for the moon. Mun, specifically, that moon, as opposed to Minmus. I've accepted a number of contracts off camera. We've still got this Sepratron thing here. I accepted to test the stability enhancer, landed at Kerbal, which will be a piece of cake, because that's the only situation you use it. And then, Explore the Mun seems to have 4 different reward goals to it. We're just going to go for achieving orbit and getting some science from space around the Mun. I don't want to attempt a Mun landing yet. I think it's a bit early for that in terms of the parts that we've unlocked from our tree. And just in our fledgling space program, seems a little ambitious to land on Mun without ever having actually gone to it. So, for this purpose, I have created Munber 1! It's a play on words, you see. Like I misspelled number. It's funny. Anyway, what we have here is Munber 1, which I am hoping does exactly what I want it to do. I'm hesitant to declare this a successful design, obviously without having tried it out first, but also I think I'm taking it pretty close to the wire on the Delta V that I can get out of this. I've been doing some calculations actually, using some neat tools. There's a mobile program called Delta V that works well with this, and just taking into account all of the various masses. But let me walk you through it before we get too distracted. Here's the stability enhancers. They'll go as soon as the solid rocket boosters fire, and that will satisfy a contract right off the bat. When they're expended, we're not going to run this engine right away. These guys are going to be the only things pushing us, so that's where we have the most potential for problems, because we won't be able to throttle back. Once these are expended, we're going to decouple, and we're going to fire off the Sepratrons to make sure that they get clear, and we're going to fire this engine to continue propelling us upward. I'm hoping that between these guys, my calculations suggest that between these guys and this guy, that should get us most of the way to orbit. And that we'll just need a little boost of maybe half or so a tank of this guy to finish the job. And then that should leave us enough fuel to get to Mun orbit and then back to Kerbal. Especially if I can manage a trajectory that's called a free return trajectory, where I go in front of Mun, and Mun's gravity slows us down enough that we get right into a landing trajectory with Kerbal on the way back. We'll see if I can manage to finagle that. But up here I've got a Science Junior, a couple of Science Goos, plenty of batteries since we don't have solar panels yet, and the upgraded antenna, which is on here twice for reasons unknown. Hang on a second. That's not correct. That should have done it. Yeah, okay. So we're going to give this a shot, and we are going to do so with... let's go with Anley Kerbal. I like Anley. That seems like a good first Mun orbit astronaut name for reasons I can't explain. So, off to the launch pad we go. Fingers crossed and all that. Boy, it looks awfully dinky on the launch pad to be capable of getting to Mun, but... well, we'll give it a shot. I'm going to go ahead and throttle up, even though we're not using the liquid fuel boosters right away. We'll take a look at our contracts here. This should satisfy pretty much immediately as soon as we launch. SAS on. Best of luck to you, Anley. Hopefully, we'll see you circle the moon and come back. In 3, 2, 1, launch! And up we go. Contract satisfied. Fantastic. Good data here. We got 189 reputation, or funds. We got some 14 science out of that, apparently, and 3.8 reputation. So, well done there, Anley. Now, I am looking to get somewhere around... I'm hoping that this gets somewhere close to 1,000 meters per second, at least. That might be optimistic, though, because we are down to, what? Not quite half. We're getting there. We're going to do our gravity turn at 10,000 meters as per usual. And aim, obviously, for our marker here when we do so. And hopefully... Oh, the other thing I forgot to mention is I want to try to test this Sepratron at the appropriate time. I've got these Sepratrons here are on their own stage that I can move around. Bring these guys down here, because we might actually have an opportunity here very shortly to test them. Hopefully they won't cause us any problems. We need 400 meters per second. Come on, let's have it. And why is it not? Oh, that's surface speed. Okay, here we go. And did they go? I don't think they went. I don't think they went. They didn't go, did they? Why you not go, Sepratrons? Alright, let's put them up here. And whoops, I missed my gravity turn. That's horrible news. Too worried about trying to get the Sepratrons tested, but we're past the altitude now, so darn it. I don't know what happened there. We're just gonna drag them up here. I've been having horrible luck testing those Sepratrons, but that's fine. Let's go to about here and hold. I don't think we actually have enough Delta V here. I was expecting more out of that first stage. Now, I did do my calculations expecting one full atmosphere for this stage, which obviously we're going to get better efficiency than that. So maybe we can pull this off. You need about 4,500 meters per second Delta V, I think, to get to Kerbal orbit. Actually, we're not doing too shabby here. What does our course look like? Oh yeah, this shouldn't be too bad at all. Let's switch over to this view. Keep an eye on that. Let's follow the marker. Maximize our fuel efficiency. But I think we'll be able to get to orbit with the Delta V we've got here. It's designed that the stage that's burning now is not sufficient, but that the top stage can do it in less than its full fuel capacity. We're going to get this up to about 80, and we'll kill the engine for the time being. And we'll pitch over to the horizon and prepare to burn to circularize our orbit. Let's figure out about how long that's going to take. Okay, that will take us about 44 seconds. So we will do our burn around the 22-second... Well, we'll do it around the 30-second mark, because we'll expend the rest of this stage, and our estimate may change. So I'd rather err on the early side than the late side. And go plunging into the night. How are things looking in there? Didn't even think to try a crew report or anything. Let's see. Nothing new here, I'm sure. Yep. Have we ever done mystery goo up here? Yes, apparently we have. So we'll reset that. I don't want to do this. I want to save that for Mun, so we'll just hang out for the time being. We are officially in space. Well done there, Anley. You've broken the atmosphere. Just a little bit further before we do our next burn. Prepare for throttle up in 10 seconds. He's very happy, that guy. Look at him. Heading into the sunset. And burn. Alright, we're doing pretty good here. I think this may work out just about the way that I intended it to. Famous last words, though, right? The top stage should have about 1,000 meters per second worth of delta V in it. I don't need that much to get to Mun. I think I need like 210 maybe. So I think that will leave us with enough after circularizing here. There we go. And continue on. Oh, that's eating through the fuel a lot faster than I expected it to. What's going on here? Alright, what does our trajectory look like? Oh, I wasted some fuel there. I should have been watching on the map screen. Okay, well, this is scary looking. The amount of fuel that we have here. Let's just check real quick. I'm gonna do a quick calculation and see if I think that we've got sufficient delta V to make it to Mun. What do we got? We got 35.7 liquid fuel. We got 43.64 oxidizer. And what type of engine is this? This is the LV T45. Fresh off the line. We are in vacuum. That says that we've got about 362 meters per second of delta V. So I think we can pull this off, but we're definitely going to aim for that free return trajectory. So I'm going to try planning a maneuver to get us to Mun. I don't think we need a stable orbit around Mun for the contract. I think we just need to be in the vicinity of Mun. See, now this is the free return trajectory that we're looking for, kinda. That's a little hot, though. Periapsis. Maybe we'll go with something like that. That doesn't look too shabby. Orbit's a little bit wonky, and that'll put us within 22 kilometers of Mun's surface. And then bring us within 18 of Kerbal. So hopefully this one burn will be the last burn that we have to do. We'll do our little flyby of Mun, which looks like it's about, I don't know, about a 2-hour visit, which will be plenty of time, obviously, to do what we need to do. And, yeah. Should be good. So, when is that? That is not for 20 minutes. So I'm going to get lined up for that and then bring you back. Oh gosh, that says 890 meters per second though. What is going on? That's a lot higher than I would expect it to be. I don't think I've got that much left. What did I say I had? Like 460? 360. Huh. I don't think that's enough. No, there's no way that engine's gonna be able to burn for 17 seconds. Is it? I'm so nervous. I don't know. Alright, we are going to do a very quick test burn here to see what kind of time to fuel consumption ratio we're looking at. So I'm going to shut down the engine. I'm going to throttle all the way up. And we're just gonna count out maybe 2 seconds worth of burn and see how much fuel that uses. Alright? Here we go. And 0, 1, 2, 3. Alright, so that took about 2 units per second, I would say. So 2 units per second, we got maybe a 14-second burn or so left. That would be just enough. We're gonna try it. We're gonna go for it. We're gonna wait until we're a little bit closer to our node. And we're gonna give this a shot. Alright, here we go. We're gonna execute our maneuver here at about T-minus 10 seconds. Fingers crossed, everybody. Let's hope that this gives us the trajectory that we want, because this is gonna use up pretty much all of our fuel. And... burn! Oh man, it's gonna be close. Come on, hang in there. Come on, come on! Come on! That is not nearly enough of a Delta V. Oh, Anley, what situation have you gotten yourself in here? You are now just stuck in orbit. Well, fantastic. Oh, what did we end up? We ended up about 500 meters per second short of our needs there, huh? Sounds like a redesign is in order. Back to Kerbal Space Center. When in doubt, more boosters. I've increased the boosters from 4 to 6. I've also gotten rid of the Separatrons up here. We're not going to worry too much about the Separatron contract. I'm actually kind of hoping that with the extra boosters, we might be right in the butter zone for that one. But we're not going to bother monitoring it. We're not going to try to time it. We're just going to do this as a straight-up launch to the Mun. In 3, 2, good luck this fall, 1, launch! You know, I hate to say it, but I think we might actually end up in the butter zone here. Flame out should be pretty soon. I'm not going to start the gravity turn until we've lost these. Come on, give it to me. Give me the Separaton. Success! It worked! Separaton successful! Fantastic! Wow! Good job, Dustfall. Don't look so scared, man! Life is good! You satisfied a contract. There we go. We'll lock on to about 45 over there. Test complete! 660 in the funds, 6 science, 24 reputation. Good job, guys. It's being a little squirrely, though. How are things looking on the map? Hi! Mumber 1, I'm in Mumber 2. Okay, here we go again. I've gotten Mumber 2 into a Kerbal orbit, 96 by 84, and we're gonna aim for this trajectory, kick around Kerbal, and then come back for periapsis, or around Mun, rather. I only get as close as 406 kilometers, but I'll take it. And then we get back around Kerbal about 32, so that should be enough to aero brake us down. Might take more than one orbit, because this is going out pretty far, but life support is not a concern in this version of the game, or in any version of the game that I've ever heard of so far. So, 16-second burn. We're going to start at 8 seconds out. I'm going to deactivate the engine, because what I like to do to make sure that this estimate is as close as possible, I like to throttle up all the way and then activate the engine at the 8-second mark and on the T-minus, and then since it's 100% right away, it doesn't take the extra time to throttle up. I don't know if that's really necessary to be that pedantic or particular about it, but it's the way I like to play the game. So we're gonna get time warped up here. Desfall seems happy with my decision. And when we get to about 20 seconds to go, okay, that should be good. Let's get ourselves on the mark, get throttled up. Gonna keep a close eye on that Delta V. Hopefully we have enough this time. I think it'll be just enough. And go! Let's have it, come on. Yeah, I think it'll do it this time. Maybe. Please? Pretty please, with sugar on top? Oh, we're 100 meters per second off! Oh no, Desfall. Oh, dang it! Oh, we needed another 100 meters per second. We didn't quite get it. Oh, that's horrible news. For some reason, the Apoapsis keeps pushing out. I think is it the SAS? No? Oh, man. We've got some really derpy orbits now, and some guys that are stuck in orbit around Kerbal at varying trajectories. I'm gonna have to revisit this. I don't know. Let's see, what did we gain? We gained 300 meters per second out of that. I don't know if we can gain at least that much by going with 8 boosters to start. That's gonna be awfully crowded. You elusive planetary satellite, you. I will get you someday, my pretty. And your little craters, too. Drat. Alright, well, that's gonna do it for this episode. I'm gonna leave these guys hanging out in orbit. Hopefully we can get them back at some point in the near future. And I'm gonna go check out, see what we can get with what little paltry science we've managed to get so far. But, I mean, our space program's doing well, right? Almost 50 reputation up here, 64 science. 86,000 funds. So, yeah. Alright, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Hopefully with a successful trip this time. Bye!